winter meeting in, where are we? San Antonio.
San Antonio.
And I am thrilled to be talking with Denver Riggleman, who was one of the keynote speakers here at the meeting. Wow, Denver, welcome.
I tell you, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy that I'm here, actually.
It's really cool that you're here, and
It is.
your keynote was super interesting. So for people who don't know, introduce yourself.
Sure. Denver Riggleman. My background was NSA, as you know, in Air Force intelligence, technology development in those companies. But then I went into Congress, did some crazy things there, did some committee work, right, technical committee work after that, and then started another company in AI automation. But it was supposed to be for Department of Defense, intelligence community, and things like that. But then all of a sudden, I had individuals coming and asking me for help in health and insurance technologies, and then individuals in the trades, right, with roofing and things like that. So somehow, I've gotten to this place, Karen, where people are asking me for help for automation and service and maintenance and industry and scalability. And our guys all came out of NSA and the intelligence community. So somehow we've gone from literally hunting terrorists to doing incredible things in roofing and stuff like that. So, and now here at a metal conference, it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
You said something during your speech yesterday about it doesn't matter the industry, right? It's the AI and the automation are going to help. They are
Yes.
going to improve processes, improve profits, right?
Yes, I mean, part of the thing, it was interesting listening to, I think it was Alex,
Yes.
right? Who was talking about growth patterns at 1 to 2% maybe, that's it, during the year. And we've had people coming to us saying, listen, we want to use people in a much better capacity than, say, at the administrative level sometimes or at other levels. We want them to do other things. Can we use automation to try to save money also, or to try to make processes more efficient? And our guys all come out of this environment, Karen, where we look at over the people's shoulders. We call it OTS, over the shoulder
Over the
engineering,
shoulder.
right? But what we've found out with all the requirements we've seen from these companies is that they have some of the same reoccurring problems. And with our relationships with NVIDIA and Google, we're able to come to some kind of solution for those problems, and sometimes in a pretty efficient and economic way. And again, our guys have been doing this with NSA and other three-letter agencies, and we've been able to convert that type of fast-moving, efficient technological innovation through artificial intelligence and other technologies to this specific environment. And I got to tell you, it's been really exciting to have people come up and tell me about their issues and how we might be able to help.
Right. And one thing that you said as well was it's not just AI. Like AI is not going to do it for you. You have to involve the developers and the data engineers and the people that understand, because you're really investing that money in creating your own solution that meets your needs. Because yeah, there's a free available AI out there on the internet, but it's not going to do the same as building your own.
No, I mean, there's one, and I hope people can understand this. If you're trying to mix all this data, say for one of our problems, it's 12,000 different data sources.
12,000.
12,000,
Wow.
right? And so, or you're looking at these massive companies that, you know, you have to sign all these agreements, you have all these connectors you have to build. If you have that kind of data, this isn't a ChatGPT issue, this is an automation issue, and you just don't need AI, you need data science. You know, you need graph networks, graph neural networks, or you need graph databases or relational databases. You need the ability to make sense of the data and use something called OCR to make sure your data is in the right formats. It is so much work, but if you have the guys who know how to do it, those efficiencies downstream, I think, for these companies, if we do that, could be very big. And the last thing here with that is that we've done this so often in such a professional way, I think it does actually transfer into these industries. And the technology individuals that are supporting the companies today, they should be asking these questions. This isn't just about us doing it, but the people that you have in-house, they need to be asking the right questions. And we're also here to help those companies ask the right questions of their technologists also.
Right, because you can't just get a technology and think it's going to solve your problems. You
That's
have to
correct.
know what your problems are,
That's
right?
And it was so funny, as you know, I said to people in the audience, like, you have forgotten more this month than I'll ever know about your industry, the context and things of that nature. But our guys have forgotten more in a month than anybody will ever know on AI automation techniques, specifically for problems because of our relationships with Google and NVIDIA and OpenAI and things of that nature. We can utilize them as a resource also, and then that transfers, that efficiency and the fact that we don't have to recreate the wheel every time translates to the companies.
Yeah. I mean, it's here. harness it, use it, work with people like yourself and your team that understand it. Because you don't have to understand it. You just have to understand how it's going to help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, listen, you know, people, I don't know if there's a company out there that's like, we're there to help your specific company. We're not trying to scale off your company. We will help you and leave. It's called a quick reaction capability. We're not there to, it's so funny. We're not, I see a lot of companies, and who knows who they are, but I see a lot of companies want to act as sort of a parasite. You know, I think that they want to hook to you and keep
And
hooked
then
to
they
you.
keep,
They keep, yeah, we're not like that because we don't have time for that. It's reputational. And as you know, I'm getting too old, right? So I just want to help people. And if we help them, they're like, we love you guys and leave, my guess is they'll call us back. But if you are in the metal business or roofing or industry, I think there is a company out there that can actually help fill those small gaps that can actually increase those efficiencies so your company can grow.
so how does someone find you?
Absolutely. It's something. They can email me. It's denver@rigglemangroup.com. Denver@rigglemangroup.com is very easy.
Yeah.
We have an incredible website. If you look at RIIG, right, Riggleman Information and Intelligence Group, go to our website, take a look there. But also, we're so easy to find because as soon as you go to the website, you connect to us. You know who gets it? Well, it's our C-suite, our tech team, but everything comes to me.
Yeah.
So please go there. You can follow us on LinkedIn. You can get with me on LinkedIn. I do actually respond. I know that's crazy on
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
wow.
But so please go to LinkedIn, not only RIIG, but Denver Riggleman, and you can find me there. So it's not really that difficult. And plus I'm a bit of a public figure. I'm pretty easy to find. I also own distilleries. So if you want to come have a drink
Yes,
with
I was
me
going to say
at
it's
Silverback
Silverback.
in Afton, Virginia. You want to come to East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, but in Afton, Virginia, we live very close there. So if you come to the distillery, all you got to do is say, Denver, we're coming to the distillery on LinkedIn, and I might be able to meet you there and have some bourbon. So this is it's not hard to find me, but our company's pretty robust, but I'm not hard to find, as you know.
Okay, wow. Well, we so appreciate you being here and talking to us today,
You guys are
and
great.
for helping educate the folks that are part of MCA. It was great having you.
Well, it's great having people that actually sort of prop up this country with the incredible work that they're doing. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
There's, people who actually work for a living and they need help, and that's where we're at right now.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I don't have a camera operator. I'm solo, so
You're
I'm going
amazing.
to have to
Yeah, I'm
manually
gonna have to say, and I'll just wave while you're doing it. Bye,
That's
guys.
right.